Welcome to the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi After the Show podcast.
In an effort to make your life easier, we are bringing you Crocktober. Crocktober Fest, even, if you want to call it that.
That's a cute name.
Slow cooker recipes for the fall. I'm a believer in slow cooking because I love to throw it all in there, close it up. House smells great, and boom, you have dinner. Murphy knows I've been doing this. I don't know why I didn't do this for years when my children were little, but I've been meal prepping on the weekends for he and I.
Well, you didn't have time to meal prep on the weekends. You had your hands full.
I could have, though, if I'd have planned better. Just cooking on Sunday anyway. Like literally on Sunday, this past weekend, I put some chicken in the slow cooker. I put some butter on top of each chicken breast. It was thin cut breast. I seasoned them with just all the kind of seasonings I wanted to. Whatever I was in the mood for. It's like throw it in. And then I thought, I've seen people do like the salad peppers and the juice in roast.
Oh yeah.
So why not we have some really good olives in the fridge at the house. These garlic and jalapeno stuffed olives, they're huge. I like to slice them up and put them on salads and stuff. So I sliced a bunch of them up. I chopped them rather, threw them on top of the chicken breast and poured a little bit of the olive juice in there. Man, so olive juice chicken or whatever we want to call it.
Yeah, it's good.
We've been eating that this week.
Oh, okay.
Jodi was worried. She was like, okay, I'm going to try this first. I don't know how this is going to be. I just threw it together. I'm thinking, I'm sure it's fine.
You
and
liked
it's good.
it?
Yeah, you just it's good that you prepped me for the olive part of it because you kind of have to anticipate. You have to.
Yeah, that's a different flavor.
It is. It's but it goes very well. Honestly, I could picture that in some way, maybe over a little light pasta.
Yeah, I meant
to.
That's the problem with me prepping it on Sunday. I didn't do the pasta, so he just ate it like on bread.
Eat it out the crock pot.
Because it almost becomes like a chicken and pasta dish.
Oh yeah, it would be perfect on pasta or something like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's one that I did recently, and then
I thought it was great. It's different. It's cool to experiment.
It is. I thought, why not try olive juice? Because you brine chicken with pickle juice, do you not?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's one of the best ways to cook chicken is to have it in that sort of marinade. So anyway, we've compiled some of our favorite new and old slow cooker recipes. Crocktober at murphysamandjodi.com. I know you have some. You have something new to add, right, Sam?
Yeah, it's a slow cooker chicken pasta. It's got cheese involved in it, and really, there's not much cooking involved because it's a rotisserie chicken. You buy your rotisserie chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Rip it to shreds. And then in the crock pot, you got cream of chicken, some Velveeta, chicken broth, water. Use a packet of ranch seasoning.
Oh, yeah.
You let that all cook without the,
without the meat.
Yes, for a while.
That's
and then
crazy.
Put the meat in, you put the noodles in. You let that cook for about 20 minutes, I think, so the noodles are soft.
Yeah.
And then when it's done, you put some cheese and bacon on top. Leave it in the crock pot for another 5 or 10 minutes.
Not long.
So it's like cheesy chicken noodles, everything.
So you make the base first, like the sauce first in the crock pot. I've never done it that way. I've always done the meat in the slow cooker.
And the rotisserie, I guess, makes it a shortcut, right? Because you don't have to cook it as long.
You don't have to cook the meat.
Chicken. Yeah. That's cool. That's a good fast family recipe.
That's a good one. The other one that you mentioned to us recently was your roast.
Oh, the roast beef. Yeah.
The
roast
what?
Beef sandwiches.
That was TikTok roast.
Yeah, it was.
But it's good.
But
it was really, really good.
on the stove first.
You brown it on the cast iron first, all sides, even the edges, where the fat is. Then you put that in the crock pot. You make your onions, bell pepper, garlic, little broth on all the residue left over from the steak or for roast. Then you pour that in the crock pot and you let it go for 8 hours on high.
It was delicious.
Falls apart. It's delicious. A Worcestershire in there too.
It was really good. How did we eat ours, Murphy? I can't remember. Was it on like
this?
Yeah, right. It was.
I feel like we ate it on bread, like sandwiches.
Yeah,
we ate it on onion buns.
Yeah, though that's what made it really good. Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
Any bread, po' boy, hoagie, hero, onion buns, everything.
Yeah. If you've never cooked in the slow cooker, it's the one trick you got to remember. It's usually better to cook it, to me, in my experience, on low all day.
Yeah.
But if you don't have all day, if you don't think to do it till middle of the day and you want to serve it for something for dinner, you just cook it on high. You cut the time in half.
Yeah, I'm going to say most recipes always tell you like 8 hours low, 4 hours high.
And that's true. But the biggest trick to slow cooking correctly and with success is do not, as much as you want to look at it or stir it, do not take the lid off just to peek at it a couple of hours in.
Yeah.
Because everything you've just lost, everything that came out of that filled the house with a good smell. The whole point of slow cooking is you contained it. That's why you don't have to put a lot of moisture in there because it creates it. And so you will you will add cooking time. If you take it off just to look at it, you need to cook it for 2 more hours.
I have a tough time with that, and I don't do it, but when I look in there and I just see it's a blob.
Yeah, you want to see it.
No, I don't want to see it. I want to mix everything up.
Oh.
It's like I want to mix it up so that for the next 3 hours it can all cook together, even though it is all cooking together.
Yeah. If you have a super long time, you really could.
But I leave it.
My grandmother loved the slow cooker, and she was a Depression era recipe kind of a cook. You know, I mean, she grew up, you did it all from scratch in the kitchen, but she was an early adopter. I remember as a kid, she told me they were like early adopters of the microwave oven. I think the microwave oven came out in the late 60s or whatever, and she thought that was cool. It improved her life as a cook, and you would think that would be like a skirting
I don't know how
the
to cook
proper
in this
way,
thing.
right? But she loved the slow cooker so much so, honestly, that as she got later in life, Jodi remembers this very well.
Yeah.
We were living with her for a short time period when Jodi was pregnant with our oldest daughter, Taylor, and
we were moving from one house to another, and she let us live with her.
And she wanted to cook for us, and I think she was probably 88, 89 years old at that point. And she forgot to plug it in.
Oh.
And so
we got home
the chicken had sat raw all day, and she was mad at herself. It's like, it's okay. Don't worry. That's the kind of stuff she used to kick herself with because she was the cook. Yeah. That's what she did. She showed her love by cooking for everybody.
And she had a sense of pride with this. I know how to do this. This is what I can do for them.
Yeah.
Not plugging in a slow cooker, that sounds like me. I could easily see myself have it all in there and like,
and you forget,
and walk away and come back in 2 hours and
Right.
Right.
It can happen to anyone and does happen to anyone. Y'all don't know this, but there's a fantastic book that I read when I was 8 years old, and it's called Ramona Quimbley, Age 8. And it's such I think it was Beverly Cleary was the author. It was one of my first ever novel book that I read. And that happened in the book to the family. It's a very difficult day. Ramona had trouble on the bus. They get home, and she's so happy to be home. And they forgot, they had nothing to eat because the family had forgotten to plug it in.
Really?
It's in the book.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess it's a real thing.
The opposite of that one is This Is Us.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
You know, the crock pot burned down.
Got left plugged in. Okay, Sam, the TV show This Is Us.
That's a rarity.
Yeah. I know, it was a TV show.
But I think that, I think the slow cooker winds up being a little underappreciated because it's been around for so long. The Instant Pot kind of took off. But, the Instant Pot, albeit fast, is like work. You have to focus. It's timing. But the slow cooker is just like you put it, you let it go.
You do need to have some game with it, like recipes and ideas. But yeah, you do close it up and let it go.
We were all fooled by the Instant Pot, okay?
Yeah. And so, like with slow cookers, though, can't you put liners in there too?
Yeah.
Yes.
They
They
make
make liners now,
to,
so you don't have to clean.
yeah, so it makes that easier, clean up or whatever. So, I mean, if you're like, just if you're single or a single working mom or a working mom of, whatever,
Use it, baby.
If you're just busy, period, it is a great way to just put it together, leave, come back at the end of the day, and got a good smell in the house.
Slow cooker is something that I got introduced to later in life because my parents, my mom and grandmothers, the men and women who taught me to cook weren't using slow cookers. Never. It was all the hard, long way or whatever of cooking. And I got introduced to it later. Just I found a cookbook or something and I started playing around with it. And the first thing I really thought that wowed me was roast. Because it's so good in the slow cooker, and you have the gravy. You literally have everything you need for a gravy. You can whip it up on the stove with the juices after, or you can use what's in there as gravy.
Yeah, and every time you do it, it comes out fantastic.
It's been a long time.
I just remember as a kid, we had an orange crock pot, I guess because those were the colors at that time.
Yeah, now green or
orange.
And they only came in one shape, circle.
Right. And so the name Crockpot is actually Rival, the manufacturer. I guess that's their trademark name.
Yeah, we're saying this.
It was the most common one. So I guess everybody started. I never called it a slow cooker. I always called it a crock pot until I realized they have other versions of it. But you're right, Sam. The oval, the flat one that Jodi uses for lasagna. Oh my God, that thing.
I bought it for lasagna. It's a casserole-shaped slow cooker.
It's awesome.
I love that thing. And I've done chicken in it and, slow-cooked creamy chicken and things like that. But that's what I was going to shout out. My best slow cooker game, I know you like the buffalo chicken sliders.
Man, do
Murphy.
I.
Those are in the Crocktober recipes. But my best slow cooker game is the slow-cooked lasagna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I have made that for people. And given it, like when someone had a death in the family, I slow cooked a lasagna and I brought it over. And months later, I heard from the husband, he was like, "That's the best lasagna ever I had in my life. Don't tell my wife." I'm thinking, don't say that. Right. She's my friend. But anyway, it's just, and it's a recipe I found online and just, I've made it my own. Mm-hmm. And it's on low for 3 to 4 hours because you use oven ready lasagna noodles.
You cook the meat ahead of time.
One. Of course, you do all that ahead of you. You cook the meat ahead of time.
You do have
to. It's a little bit of work.
I think when we posted that one on the website, there was somebody that sent us a direct message that said, "Hey, do you?"
Of course,
yeah,
always cook ground meat.
Yeah,
first.
you have to, for that one. But the thing about that one that I just rave about, and most people do, if you like those little lasagna crispies around the edges,
yeah, Murphy.
Man, I mean, it comes out perfect in that little flat.
Makes me want to eat that. See,
me too. All right, and you know what else too? It saves well.
Yeah,
it refrigerates or freezes very well, and the next time you have it, it's like, oh my God,
it's better the next day.
Can I shout out a mini crock pot too?
Yes,
I got one that's basically for one person. I think maybe two.
Do you do cheese in it for dipping?
It's cheese for dipping or cocktail weenies in the sauce.
Yes,
and it's just like it sits there on the counter, doesn't take up a lot of space.
Love it.
Yeah. Like
cool.
That.
All right, Crocktober, bring it on. All the recipes are there for you at murphysamandjodi.com.
Missed any part of the show? Get it all on the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi podcast.